Good morning, everyone. How are you today? I hope you are doing great. I am Teacher May, your math teacher for today, and I will be discussing the Module 1 in Quarter 1, which is addition and subtraction of fraction.
Module 1, Week 1 is about addition and subtraction of fraction. This module is composed of 3 lessons, but we will only focus on lesson 1, which is addition of fraction. So first part in this module is what I need to know. After studying this lesson, you are expected to add dissimilar fraction, add mixed numbers, and develop perseverance in doing tasks with speed and accuracy. Next is what I know. In this part, our activity is a multiple choice wherein you have to perform the indicated operation and choose the letter of the correct answer. First, what is 2/4 added to 1/3? Is it 3/12? B. 5/6, C. 3/6, or D. 1/4. Alright, the correct answer is letter B. 5/6. How about the second one? What is the sum of 3/4 and 4/5?
Is it 1 and 11, 20?
B. 1 and 120, C. 1 and 220, or D. 310. Very good. The correct answer is letter A, 1 and 1120. Number 3. Evaluate 5/6 plus 4/9 equals, is it A. 7/18, B. 1 and 1/18, C. 1 and 5/18, or D. 1/6? Very good. The correct answer is letter C, 1 and 1/18. Number 4. Evaluate 2/6 plus 1/3 plus 1/2. Is it 14/12, or B. 7/6, C. 1 and 1/6, D. 1/4? The correct answer is letter C, 1 and 1/6. Number 5. What is 1 and 2/3 added to 2 and 4/5? Is it 3 and 7/5, or B. 4 and 7/15, C. 4 and 2/5, or D. 4 and 2/15? The correct answer is letter B, 4 and 7/15. Number 6. What is the sum of 1/3 plus 4 plus 1/4? Is it A. 4 and 7/12, B. 3 and 1/12, C. 2 and 1/12, or D. 4 and 1/4? Very good. The correct answer is letter A, 4 and 7/12. Number 7. What is 1 and 1/2 plus 2 and 1/3? Is it 4 and 2/6, B. 3 and 5/6, or C. 2 and 5/6, and D. 3 and 2/6? The correct answer is letter B, 3 and 5/6. For number 8 to 10, you are going to evaluate the fractions and show your complete solution and express your answer in lowest term. Number 8. 2/3 plus 121 equals n. Alright, here is the solution. And the correct answer is 15 over 21. Number 9. 3 and 2, 11, plus 1 and 122 equals n. Alright. The solution is 35 over 11 plus 23 over 22 equals 70 plus 23 over 22, and the answer is 4 and 5 over 22. Number 10. 12 and 5/6 plus 9 and 3/4 equals n. Here is the solution, and the correct answer is 22, 1, 7, 12. Next is what's in. So the activity 1 is who am I, or small yet deadly. So you are going to choose the correct letter of the mathematical sentence that represents the following fraction strips to reveal the answer. Okay? So here are the possible answers. R is 1 and 2/4 plus 4 and 6 equals n. U, 1 and 5/10 plus 1 and 2/8 equals n. A, 1 and 2/7 plus 3/5 equals n. S, 2/3 plus 1/2 equals n. I, 5/7 plus 2/3 equals n. B, 3/4 plus 1 and 1/4 equals n. And V, 3/4 plus 1/2 equals n. So these are the possible answers in the following numbers. Okay, so number 1. What is the correct answer? Very good. It is 3/4 plus 1/2 equals n, which is letter V. Second. Okay, the correct answer is I, which is 5/7 plus 2/3 equals n. How about number 3? The correct answer is letter R, 1 and 2/4 plus 4/6 equals n. Number 4. The correct answer is U. 1 and 5/10 plus 1 and 2/8 equals n. And number 5. Alright, the correct answer is S. 2/3 plus 1/2 equals n. So overall, the answer is virus. The next part in this module is what's new. So the activity is kill the virus. So the problem is when the news about the novel coronavirus came out, Aling Rosa conducted general cleaning in her home. She mixed 1/2 gallons of chlorine to 8-10 gallons of water to make disinfectant liquid. After mixing, she wondered how many gallons of disinfectant solution she has. So can you tell how many gallons of disinfectant liquid Aling Rosa have made? Show using the blocks below to represent the gallon of chlorine and gallon of water. So based on the problem, 1/2 chlorine and the water is 8-10. So we will represent each block by 1, 10, and 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks. So the water is 8, 10. Next is what is it? So to answer the questions on how many gallons of disinfectant liquid Aling Rosa have made, we need to add 1/2 and 8-10 using fraction strips as illustration we have. Okay, so this one. So chlorine is 1/2, water is 8-10, and we will add these two. So can we combine directly the two fractions? Of course not, because we are going to get their least common denominator. So you have to study this illustration below. So 1/2 chlorine is equal to 5-10, wherein there are 5 blocks in 1/2 chlorine using this strip. So our equivalent is 5-10. This illustration shows equivalent fractions. We have to combine the true fractions so we can have similar fractions. So chlorine is 1/2, which is equivalent to 5-10, and water is 8-10. Since we have now the same denominator, so we are going to add the 2, which is 5-10 plus 8-10. So the total is 13/10, or we will make this into a mixed number since the answer is improper fraction. So the answer is 1 and 3/10 gallons of disinfectant liquid. So to compute 1/2 plus 8-10 equals n, we need to follow the steps below so that you are going to understand really how to add a fraction with different denominator or mixed number. Okay, so step 1, change dissimilar fractions to similar fractions by getting the least common denominator. So 1/2 plus 8-10, since they don't have similar denominator, you are going to get the least common denominator. So the least multiple of 2 are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and so on. Then the least common multiple of 10 are 10, 20, 30, 40, and so on. Take the least common multiple of 2 and 10, that is 10. Therefore, the LCD is 10. So step 2, change each of the fraction to its equivalent fraction whose denominator is equal to the LCD 10. Okay, so 1/2, divide the LCD 10 by the denominator 2. The answer is 5. Then multiply numerator and denominator by 5. So here is the illustration. So 1/2 times 5 over 5 equals 5 over 10. So 5/10 is the equivalent fraction of 1/2. Step 3. Add similar fractions. 5/10 plus 8/10 equals 5 plus 8 over 10. Then the answer is 13 over 10. And its lowest term is 1 and 3/10. So another example so that it is really understandable. Okay, so example 1, what is the sum of 4/9 plus 3/5? So here is the solution. Our step 1, get the LCD of 9 and 5. So the least multiple of 9 are 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, and so on. Then the least multiple of 5 are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and so on. So take the least common multiple of 9 and 5, that is 45. Therefore, the LCD is 45. Step 2, change each of the fraction to its equivalent fraction whose denominator is equal to the LCD, which is 45. Okay, so for 9, divide LCD 45 by denominator 9. The answer is 5. Then multiply numerator and denominator by 5. Okay, so here is the illustration. 9 times 5 over 5 equals 20 over 45. Then the 3/5, divide the LCD 45 by denominator 5. The answer is 9. Then multiply numerator and denominator by 9. So the illustration is 3/5 times 9 over 9 equals 27 over 45. So as we can see, they already have the same denominator, which is 45. Okay, so step 3. Add similar fractions, which is 20 over 45 plus 27 over 45 equals 20 plus 27 over 45 is 47 over 45. Since it is in improper fraction, we need to get its lowest term. So the correct answer is 1 and 2, 45. So therefore, the sum is 1 and 2, 45. So another example. Find the sum of 2, 7 plus 1/4 plus 5, 14. So again, you have to get the least multiple of 14, 7, and 4. So the least multiple of 14 are 14, 28, and so on. While 7 are 7, 14, 21, 28, and 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. So their LCD is 28. So here is the solution. Following the steps above, 2 over 7 plus 1/4 plus 5/14 equals, so their LCD is 28. Then if you already get their LCD, you have to follow step 2. Then their answers are 8 over 28, 2 plus 7 over 28, plus 10 over 28. Then follow step 3, wherein you are going to add similar fractions. So 8 plus 7 plus 10
Equals 25.
and their total is 25 over 28. Therefore, the sum is 25 over 28. Okay? So to add dissimilar fractions, always remember that you are going to change dissimilar fractions to similar fractions. Then, second, you are going to add the fraction and change the sum to lowest term. Okay? So, here is example. Find the sum of 2 and 3/4 plus 1 and 1/8. So, here's the solution. 2 and 3/4 plus 1 and 1/8. We are going to group the whole numbers and the fractions separately. So it becomes 2 plus 1 plus 3/4 plus 1/8. Then we are going to get the multiples of 8 and 4. So their multiple are for 8 are 8, 16, 24. And for number 4, 4, 8, 12, and so on. So the LCD or the least common denominator of 4 and 8 is 8. Then, next is we're going to change fraction into its equivalent fraction. So 8 divided by 4 equals 2. Then 3/4 times 2 over 2 equals 6 over 8. Then add the whole numbers and the fraction separately. So it becomes 3 plus 7 over 8. Then add the whole numbers and the fraction to form a mixed number. So it becomes 3 and 7, 8. Therefore, the sum is 3 and 7, 8. So example number 4. Find the value of 5 and 8, 9 plus 3 and 5, 6. So again, we are going to follow the steps. So here is the solution. First, group the whole numbers and the fractions separately. So again, the given is 5 and 8, 9 plus 3 and 5, 6. So it becomes 5 plus 3 plus 8, 9 plus 5, 6. Then, get the multiples of 9 and 6. So the multiple of 9 are 9, 18, 27, and so on. Then the multiple of 6 are 6, 12, 18, and so on. Then, the LCD of 9 and 6 is 18, since 18 are the common multiple of 9 and 6. Then, you have to change fractions into its equivalent fractions. Therefore, it becomes 18 divided by 9 equals 2. Then 8 over 9 times 2 over 2 equals 16 over 18. And 18 divided by 6 equals 3. Then 5 over 6 times 3 over 3 equals 15 over 18. Therefore, the result is 8 plus 31 over 18. Then we have to add the whole numbers and the fraction separately and rename the improper fraction as mixed numbers. So it becomes 8 plus 1 and 13, 18. Then add the whole numbers and mixed fraction to form a mixed number. So 8 plus 1 equals 9. Then copy 13 over 18. Therefore, the sum is 9 and 13 over 18. So again, To add mixed numbers, we are going to group the whole numbers and fractions separately, change dissimilar fraction to similar, then add the whole number and fraction separately, add the whole number and fraction to form mixed number, and change the sum to lowest term, of course. Okay, so we have here an activity so that we can test if we already know how to add dissimilar and mixed fraction. Okay, so what's more? What does a Philippine Eagle lawyer study? That is the title of our activity 3. All you need to do is add the fractions below to know the answer. See in the box the equivalent letter, then write the letter in the space below to find the answer. So the possible answers are E, which is 7 and 9 14, T, 13 over 20, H, 1 and 1 8, G, 2 and 13 over 20, N, 5 6, M, 4 6, J, 7 over 12, U, 1 and 1 10, F, 11 12, L, 3 and 1 half, E, 1, and Y, 7 9. So list these possible answers in your notebook or any scratch paper so that you can follow as we go along with our activity. Okay, so for number 1, 1/4 plus 2/3 equals right. The correct answer is letter F, 11 over 12. How about number 2? 2/5 plus 1/4 equals the correct answer is letter T, 13 over 20. And number 3, 5/8 plus 1/2 equals the correct answer is H, 1 and 1, 8. How about number 4? The correct answer is E, 7 and 9, 14. And for number 5, 1/3 plus 2 8 equals the correct answer is J, 7 12. And number 6, 3/5 plus 2/4 equals the answer is U, which is 1 and 1/10. And for number 7, 2/3 plus 1/6 equals the answer is N, which is 5/6. And for number 8, 1 and 2/5 plus 1 and 1/4 the answer is G, which is 2 and 13 over 20. And for number 9, 1 and 1/3 plus 2 and 1/6 equals alright, the answer is L, which is 3 and 1/2. And for the last number, number 10, 5 and 1/2 plus 2 and 1/7. The correct answer is E, which is 1. So the answers are for number 1F, 2T, 3H, 4E, 5J, 6U, 7N, 8G, 9L, and 10E. Therefore, the answers are the law of the jungle. So that is the answer for the question in our activity 3, which is, what does a Philippine Eagle lawyer study? Okay, so let's move on to what I have learned. For this activity, you are going to give the process or steps in adding, subtracting fractions by completely answering the questions below. So first questions is how to add dissimilar fractions. Alright, so step 1, make sure the bottom numbers or the denominator are the same. Step 2, add the top numbers or what we call numerators. Then put that answer over the denominator. And step 3, simplify the fraction if needed. So question number 2, how to add mixed numbers? Okay, so step 1, convert all mixed numbers into improper fractions. Step 2, check, do they have a common denominator? If not, find a common denominator first. Step 3, when necessary, create equivalent fractions. Step 4, add the numerators and keep the denominator the same. Step 5, if the answer is an improper form, reduce the fraction into a mixed numbers. Okay, so let's move on to what I can do part in this module. So our activity is we are going to read the problem and answer. Okay, so the problem is Mary is preparing for the final exam and she must study a total of 3 hours in a week. So, she studied 1 2/5 hours on Friday and 1 1/2 hours on Saturday. On Sunday, she spent all her time playing. Did Mary reach her 3-hour study goal in a week? Is she right not to study on Sunday? Alright, the correct answer is she did not meet 3-hour study goal in a week. How about the second problem? John ran 1/2 of a mile yesterday and 3/4 of a mile today. John said he ran 1 1/4 miles in all. Is he correct? Yes, John right in saying that the walks 1 1/4 mile. The next is the assessment. So for this, we have a multiple choice wherein we are going to perform the indicated operation and express your answer in simplest form. Choose the letter of the correct answer. And for number 1, what is 2/4 added to 1/3? Is it 3/12, 5/6, 3/6, or 1/4? The correct answer is letter B, 5/6. How about number 2? What is the sum of 3/4 and 4/5? Is it 1 and 11/20, B 1 and 1/20, C 1 and 2/20, D 3/10? The correct answer is letter A, 1 and 11/20. How about number 3? Evaluate 5/6 plus 4/9. Is it 7/18, B 1 and 1/18, C 1 and 5/18, or D 1/6? The correct answer is letter C, 1 and 5/18. Number 4. Evaluate 2/6 plus 1/3 plus 1/2. Is it 14/12, 7/6, 1 and 1/6, or 1/4? The correct answer is letter B, 7/6. And for number 5, what is 1 and 2/3 added to 2 and 4/5? Is it 3 and 7/5, B 4 and 7/15, C 4 and 2/5, or D 4 and 2/15? Alright, the correct answer is letter B, 4 and 7/15. How about number 6? What is the value of 1/3 plus 4 plus 1/4? Is it A, 4 and 7/12, B, 3 and 1/12, C, 2 and 1/12, or D, 4 and 1/4? Very good. The correct answer is letter A, 4 and 7/12. And for number 7, what is 1 and 1/2 plus 2 and 1/3? Is it 4 and 2/6, 3 and 5/6, 2 and 5/6, or 3 and 2/6? The correct answer is letter B, 3 and 5/6. For number 8 to 10, evaluate the fractions and show your complete solution. Express your answer in lowest term. For number 8, 2/3 plus 1/21 equals n. So here is the solution. And the final answer is 15/21. For number 9, 3 and 2/11 plus 1 and 1/22 equals n. So the solution is 35/11 plus 23/22 equals 70 plus 23/22 equals 93/22. And the final answer is 4 and 5/22. And for the last number, number 10, 12 and 5/6 plus 9 and 3/4 equals n. Okay, so here is the solution. And the final answer is 22 and 7, 12. And for the last part in this module, which is additional activities, the question is, what will you say when you meet two magical dwarfs? Okay, so all you need to do is you are going to add the fractions below, match each answer to a letter in the key box, then write the letter in the space above each problem number to find the answer to the riddle. Okay, so here are the possible answers. 3, 8 for U, 9, 10 for E, 13 over 16 for L, 19 over 21 for E, 7 and 13, 21 for A, 2 and 7, 12 for R, 1 and 1, 8 for L, 39 over 44 for L, 8 over 9 for H, 1 for O, 3 and 121 for M, 11, 16 for O, 1 4 for P, 1 and 13 over 24 for L, 1 and 7, 30 for H. Okay, so don't forget to write this in your scratch notebook or any piece of paper so that you can follow as we go along with our activity. Okay, so for number 1, 4, 7 plus 1/3 equals. The correct answer is 19 over 21, that is letter E. For number 2, 5, 8 plus 1/2 equals. The correct answer is 1 and 1/8, which is letter L. For number 3, 7, 11 plus 1/4 equals. Alright, the answer is 39 over 44, which is letter L. And for number 4, 7, 8 plus 2/3 equals. Okay, the correct answer is 1 and 13 over 24, which is also letter L. And for number 5, 9, 10 plus 2, 6 equals. The correct answer is 1 and 7, 30, which is letter H. For number 6, 7 over 16 plus 3, 8 equals. The correct answer is 13 over 16, which is letter L. And for number 7, 5, 9 plus 1/3 equals. Alright, the correct answer is 8, 9, which is letter H. And for number 8, 4/5 plus 1/10 equals. The answer is 9/10, which is letter E. And for number 9, 3/4 plus 2/8 equals. Okay, the correct answer is 1, which is O. And for the last number, number 10, 5, 8 plus 1, 16 equals. The answer is 11 over 16, which is also letter O.
So the answer for our riddle is hello, hello. Okay, so that could be all. Thank you for listening.